The life and sad ending of John Hurd. John Hurd Jr. was born on March 7, 1946, in Washington, D.C., USA. His father, John Henry Hurd, was in charge of installations and properties at the Office of the Secretary of Defense. His mother, Helen Sperling, was a museum guide, who also performed in the community theater. He had one brother and two sisters. One among his sisters was Cordis Hurd, who later became a renowned actress. His brother, Matthew, died in 1975. In 1964, he graduated from Gonzaga College High School and then entered Clark University in Worcester, Massachusetts, graduating from there in 1968. Thereafter, he briefly pursued a master's degree in theater at the Catholic University of America, but left the institution midway to start his career. In the 1970s, John Hurd began his career on stage, appearing in various off-Broadway productions including Mark Medoff's The Wager. However, he got his first break, when in 1975 he was selected as an understudy for Sam Waterston in Michael Rudman's Hamlet. Also in 1975, he debuted in the television film, Valley Forge. Later in 1977, he debuted in films, starring Harry Lucas in Between the Lines and as David Bonner in First Love. Concurrently, he continued to appear in various plays including G.R. Point. In 1979, he was cast in the lead role of Charles in the romantic comedy film, Head Over Heelses, which would later be re-released as Chilly Scenes of Winter. Also in the same year, he returned to television with The Scarlet Letter, concurrently continuing to appear in plays like Othello and Split. By the early 1980s, John Hurd had established himself as a major American actor, starring in films like Heartbeat, Cutter's Way, and Cat People. Concurrently, he continued to appear on stage, receiving critical acclaim for his performance in the off-Broadway production, The Chekhov Sketchbook. From 1984 to 1989, he appeared in 15 films, more notable of them being CHUD, The Trip to Bountiful, and Big. Also from this period, he was more regular on television, giving an extraordinary performance as David Stevenson in Crossfire. In 1990, he appeared in 5 films, the most famous of them being Home Alone, starring in it in the role of Peter McAllister. He would later reprise the same role in its sequel, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. In the 1990s, apart from Home Alone and its sequel, John Hurd acted in 24 films, appearing inside roles in most of them. However, he also starred in few well-received movies, such as Radio Flyer, Pelican Brief, 187, etc. Concurrently, he continued to be active on television. From 1995 to 1996, he appeared as Roy Foltrig in 21 episodes of Client. Appearing Larry Mason in the television film, Perfect Murder, Perfect Town and Detective Vin Makazian in 5 episodes of The Sopranos were few other notable works of this period. As the new millennium approached, he continued to work, starring in popular films like Animal Factory and Pollock. In all, he appeared in around 60 films in the last 2 decades of his life. The last film released in his lifetime was The Last Rampage, while his last appearance on television was on the What Must Be Done episode of Outsiders. 2 other films, The Tale and Living Among Us, in which he starred as William P. Allens and Andrew respectively, were released posthumously. John Hurd is best known for his role in Home Alone, appearing in it as Peter McAllister, the father who leaves his son unwittingly at home while going on a holiday trip. His portrayal, which combined a father's concern with classical comedic expression, helped to make the film a big hit. On August 25, 1979, Hurd married actress Margot Kidder. But they separated after 6 days only and their divorce was finally granted on December 26, 1980. In the mid-1980s, he began a relationship with actress Melissa Leo. They had a son, John Matthew Hurd, born in 1987. In 1988, he married Sharon Sue Peterson, having 2 children, Annika Rose and Maxwell John, with her. They divorced in 1996. On 24 May 2010, he married his third wife, Lana Pritchard. But the marriage lasted for 7 months only and they divorced on the 22nd of December 2010. On July 21, 2017, John Hurd died of a heart attack in Palo Alto, California, and was buried in Southside Cemetery in Ipswich, Massachusetts.